I was walking down the street one evening. It was about 10:30. I was walking from my office to my car. I had to cross over the river to get to it, and I noticed a homeless man leaning against the railing, not looking over, but looking toward the sidewalk, holding a plastic cup in his hand. A 32-ounce cup, one of the ones that you get at a Taco John's across the river. Plastic, refillable. Normally I don't donate anything to homeless people because usually they just spend the money on alcohol or cigarettes or cocaine or something, and I don't want to help them with their habit. Besides, even if they do use my money for good food, my giving them money will only help them for a few hours, and I'd have to keep giving them money all of my life in order for them to survive. Once you've given money, donated something to them, you're bound to them in a way, and you want to see that they'll actually turn out okay. Besides, you should be working for a living, like me, leaving my office in the middle of the night and not asking for handouts. Oh, I'm getting off the subject here. Oh, yes, I was walking along the sidewalk on the side of the bridge, and a homeless man was there. You see, they know to stand on the sidewalks on the bridge, because once you start walking on the bridge, you have to walk up to them. And the entire time you're made to feel guilty for having money and not giving them any. And then they probably even have some sort of setup where certain people work certain bridges. Well, wait, I'm doing it again. Well, I was walking there, and it wasn't like I was going to lunch, which is the time I normally see the homeless man, because during lunch there were lots of lights and lots of people around and lots of cars driving by, and I'm not alone, and I have somewhere to go, and I don't have the time to stop what I'm doing and think about him. Well, anyway, I was walking toward him, step by step, getting closer, and it was so dark, and there were these spotlights that seemed to just beat down on me while I was walking. I felt like the whole world was watching me, but there was no one else around. No one except for that homeless man. And I got this really strange feeling, kind of like in the pit of my stomach, and my knees were feeling a little weak. Like every time I was bending my legs to take a step, I might just fall right there on the sidewalk. I even started to feel a bit dizzy. While I was on the bridge, I figured the best thing I could possibly do is just get across that bridge as soon as possible. I figured it had to be being on the bridge that made me feel that way. For I got a bit queasy when I'm near water. But I don't usually have that problem during lunch when I'm walking over the bridge and back again. But I figured that since it was alone and I was able to think about this water, I was having this problem. With my knees feeling the way they were, I was afraid I was going to fall right into the water. So I had to get myself together and just march right across that bridge, head locked forward, looking at nothing around the sidewalk, nothing on the sidewalk, until I got to the other side. And when I crossed, the lights-headed feeling just sort of went away. But I still felt funny. But I felt better. And I thought, that was the funniest thing. That's what I get for rain things that are about to make you think about.